Uh, it's a beautiful Tuesday morning. Happy Independence. I hope you had a wonderful holiday. It's another time for the morning market reviews. You're already aware of the fact that this review or this analysis holds every Mondays to Friday from 8 a.m. We look at the market, possible places or possible zones or areas where you can take advantage of the trade and make money from it, and possible zones where you should be looking at exiting your trade as we go into a brand new day. Um, if you can hear me from your own end, just come down to the chat box and type audio. Just come down to the chat box and type audio. Come down to the chat box and type audio. If you can hear me from your own end, come down to the chat box and type audio. You can hear me clearly from your own end. Come down to the chat box and type audio. Thank you very much, Mr. Jamitoy. This is Angela. Thank you very much. So you're going to be starting very quick, but let's give others maybe 3 minutes. By 8:05, we're going to be looking at the market and looking at possible places where you can take advantage of the market and make money from that this morning. So 8:05, we will kickstart the class fully. Thank you very much. Okay, good morning. It's 8:07 already, and it's another time for the morning market review. We're going to start with the news. We're having like 62 people online now. I was hoping that we'll have more before we kickstart the class. But be that as it may, we need to just start either way. Yesterday was Monday 2nd, Monday, October 2nd, and we went into this week, we came into this week with Jerome Powell's speech. He came out to speak yesterday, and we saw a couple of news yesterday, ISM manufacturing PMI and ISM manufacturing prices. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I'm not expected to place any trade when I've not looked at maybe the primary driver of the market, which is the news or fundamental. So expectation is that before you place a trade in any way, you should go to Forex Factory or investing.com to see any possible news that could possibly drive the market against your own direction. So you analyze the chart technically and you said, oh, before I place a buy or a sell, let me look at the fundamental. Let me see the news or the event that could possibly drive the market. So yesterday, ISM manufacturing came out good for the dollar, and IXM manufacturing prices also came out bad for the dollar, which is more like a mixed result. I didn't see much volatility yesterday, but by and large, the dollar was strong before the end of yesterday, going into this morning. And Jerome Powell also came out to speak yesterday. His focus was primarily on a healthy economy, and they are actually looking forward to a possible hike before the end of this year, one more hike. Yes, he said, Powell says that the Feds are focused on a healthy economy. Now, that is not a really straight word. It could either be we are trying to moderate interest rates, or we are possibly going to hike interest rates. So it wasn't an emphatic statement. So he just said a healthy economy. All analysts came out to say one or two things, but either way, the dollar was strong before the end of yesterday, going into this morning. And what happened? He said, what are traders always looking forward to whenever they see something like this? He said, as the head of the central bank, which controls short-term interest rate, he has more influence over the nation's currency value than any other person. So everybody is looking forward to him, saying one or two things that will possibly give strength to the dollar. But bear it in mind that there are other news that analysts, policymakers, and economists or traders are actually looking forward to coming into this week. First, the job opening labor turnover survey is coming up today by 3 p.m. That's a high impact news. And then we also have the CPI, which is the consumer price index, month over month, coming out for that. It's out already for the CHF zone, which is the Switzerland zone. But the major news that most analysts are actually looking forward to, need I remind you, is the ADP non-farm employment change coming out on Wednesday, and on Thursday is the non-farm employment change, which is NFP. So most clients are already funding their accounts, preparing for Wednesday and Thursday. They know that this is a major impact news that is being released once in a month, and it's a primary driver of the market. So if you don't have funds in your trading accounts, do the needful. ADP non-farm employment change and the normal NFP on Friday. Wednesday and Thursdays are the big days. Also, but for today, focus is actually on the job opening labor turnover survey for the US zone that is going to be dropping by 3 p.m. That's a high impact news. And what does it tell us about that news? It said it measures the number of job openings during the reported month, excluding those in the farming sector, excluding those in the farming sector. If the result comes out greater than the forecast, it is good for the US dollar. If it is good for US dollar, Euro USD will sell, USD CAD will buy, USD JPY will buy. If it is good for the USD, good
will sell. Good. So let's say that there are no news for this morning till 3 p.m. So let's see what we can do looking at the chart technically. Let's go to the chart. If you can see my screen, just come to the chat section and type chat. Chat. If you can see my screen, come to this chat section and type chat. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, maybe I'm fond of using names whenever I'm doing this. So let's start with maybe Mr. Akonofemi. Mr. Akono wakes up in the morning and he wants to place a trade. Oh, the first thing you should do is to go to the USD IDX, which is one of the it measures the strength of the USD against the basket of 6 most traded currency like GBP, AUD, Euro, CAD, and the likes. Measures how strong is the USD against the basket of 6 most traded currencies globally. Oh, so looking at USD IDX on my daily time frame, I don't need any CTR to tell me that this particular instrument has been bullish. Ever since it hit this verified support on the 4th of July, it has been bullish and it has been going up. Somebody will say, what is bullish? Bullish is the price. There has been an increase in price of the USD IDX. It has been going bullish. Yes. So on my 4 hours time frame, that I'm looking at top-down analysis now. On my 4 hours time frame, the USD IDX2 has been bullish. Whenever it touches my, my trend line, you can see the trend line I drew on that higher time frame. Whenever it touches that trend line, what happened? It goes up. It touches the trend line, it goes up. I hope you can see my screen. It touches the trend line, it goes up. Nothing happens. So maybe if I want to be a very aggressive trader, I just have to wait. I want to trade USD IDX. I wait for it to touch that trend line again, it will go up. Since the rule of trading says I should learn to buy low and not buy high, I should learn to sell high and buy low. So USD IDX has been bullish. That takes us down to Euro USD. Euro USD, take a very good look at the USD IDX has currently hit an untested resistance on my H4 time frame. This particular candle should close. This is for 4 hours, yeah. So you should know when you should close. If I'm entering a buy, it will be very, very dicey. It won't be a very good idea because USD IDX is currently close to an untested resistance. So there might be a fall in the strength of the bulls. Yes, the bullish dominance might be looking at falling at this point. You might not be looking at going bullish for so long now because USD IDX is currently on an untested resistance. That is a pointer to something, and that takes us to my most traded currency pair, which is Euro USD. Euro USD is currently on a verified support. I hope you can see it on my H4 time frame. And I said the rule of trading says you don't just jump into entering a buy or a sell. Learn to analyze the chart from other time frame. It is called top-down analysis or multiple time frame analysis. So I have gone to a higher time frame on my D1. Apart from the fact that USD IDX is, Euro USD is on a bearish trend, that is, it is going down. You understand? It is bearish. The trend is downwards. You should be looking forward to selling opportunity. But look at it on my daily time frame. It is currently on a verified support. As a matter of fact, it has been resisted like it has formed like triple bottom or more than triple bottom. So it was resisted here. It was resisted here like repeatedly. And you should know that the support is not a line. It is a zone. It is an area. It is a region. So even though it's looking at breaking a little bit below it, bear in mind that this line could be more than this. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can see this one broke below, went below that line and went back up. You can see this one's respected it, and you can see what is happening. So I might want to take advantage of my rule that says that learn to buy at a support. This is the rule. I hope you can see this screen. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh. Okay, let me go back to my charts. No, that is not loading very well. I think I showed some of us yesterday. So hold on. Good. Okay, the rule of trading says you should learn to buy at a support. Learn to buy at a support. Learn to buy. So my top-down analysis has shown me that both on H4, on D1, Euro USD is currently on a support zone. So I should be looking forward to buying opportunity. Buying opportunity. He said enter a buy when price is on a support. Condition to enter a buy. Enter a buy when price is on a support. But even though it's on a support, aggressive trader take advantage of it immediately. Non-aggressive trader wait for confirmation candles. It's important to know that some that are aggressive and have enough fund will say, Oga, let's make the money now. Unaggressive traders will say, oh, let's wait. So if you look at Euro USD now on my H4, you can see it is currently on a support. That confirms my rule of trading. Enter buy on a support, and on my H1 time frame, you can see. So by this candle will close soon. So on my H1, I should be looking at a possible buying opportunity. So Euro USD, I can enter an instant buy since I'm seeing a clear confirmation candle. I can just take advantage of it and make some money from that. Yeah, you can see what I'm saying. It's currently on a support zone. Let's just make small money. So I'm entering a quick buy. A quick buy. 0.02 buy of Euro USD, and I'm looking at exiting just a small movement, and I'm done with that. I hope we can see that. So I'm looking at entering a buy there, and my higher time frame has confirmed that is a very good zone. Even on my H1 time frame, you can see something. Okay, just broke below that. So my higher time frame is a stronger, any support or resistance zone on that time frame, is considered very, very potent and very, very valid. Scalpers, that is those who trade on 15 minutes, yes, can also take advantage of it. Try to be a little bit conservative. I've always said this. You don't need to stay in the market forever. You really don't need to stay in the market forever. With a little move in the market, make your money and leave the trade. Yes, make your money and leave the trade. So that is that for you. So scalpers can take advantage. We didn't see this on time. But my H4 time frame confirms that where Euro USD is a very sensitive zone to enter a buy trade. So going back to USD JPY, if you notice something, the last time, if you look at USD JPY on your higher time frame, like your D1 or your H4, USD JPY has been bullish. But you need to take a second look at this particular instrument, because if you look at fundamental, maybe if you look at the news, or let me try to check for the news. Hold on. Somebody came out to speak yesterday, one governor in the Japanese zone, and he said that they are keeping an eye on USD JPY. Yes, they said that yesterday. It says, although Japanese officials have stated that the governments are not watching any particular level. Let me see that. Okay, yes, look at this. It says, Japanese Finance Minister Suzuki said on Tuesday that authorities are watching the current market closely and they stood ready to respond. So everybody knows that USD-JPY has been bullish and the trend is your friend till the end. The trend is your friend till the end. So you should be looking forward to buying opportunity, but don't turn a blind eye to USD-JPY because somebody came out to speak this morning that they are keeping a close eye on USD-JPY. It's a repeating a warning against speculative move that did not reflect economic fundamental. Do you see that? So even though you are looking at USD-JPY, maybe you are looking at a buy, don't say Japanese Finance Minister Suzuki said on Tuesday that he will stand ready to respond while closely watching the FX move. Do you see that? He is closely watching the FX move. So everybody will want to enter buy until you'll be shocked. This comment comes as the USD-JPY pair remains within a striking distance of the alleged intervention pegged at $150 as the time of writing. The pair is currently flat. So you don't want to stay in this market for too long. And the reason is very simple. Looking at this particular pair technically, you will notice something. If you look at USD-JPY on your daily time frame, the last time USD-JPY got to this point was in 2022, October 21, 2022. And price is currently around that particular zone. So even though you are looking at entering a buy, you need to trade cautiously because the top government officials are watching closely and you might be shocked. So USD-JPY, please trade cautiously. On a daily time frame, it is currently on a bullish run. The trend is actually upward. Somebody is asking a question. Oh, you said TP for and now I put my TP at, look at my TP. My TP is at 1.04870. 1.04870. It is actually before the turncoat resistance. Yes, 1.04870. I just feel like entering an instant buy on that. And so I will make my money before it hits that resistance point. Bearing in mind that on my higher time frame, it has confirmed that Euro USD is bullish. So USD-JPY, like I was saying, so on my H4 time frame, look at it. The rule of trading says you learn to buy low. So I want to enter a buy, but I need to wait for USD-JPY. Looking at the fact that somebody has come out to speak, and coming out to speak means something. It is not a bluff. So I'll be looking forward to entering a buy around this particular zone. The reason is very simple. I noticed that on my H4 time frame, as I have drawn my trend line, whenever USD-JPY hits my trend line, it always respects it. So I'm waiting for a fall to this point. This is not this is a long-term trade. This is for long-term traders. You can put your buy limit here, or you can wait for price to fall to around this support zone or this trend line, making that place a strong area of confluence. Then you can enter your buy for long-term traders. For long-term traders. Remember, USD-JPY is bullish, and somebody has come out to speak in the early hours of this morning. So you need to trade cautiously. That might be a mere statement. It could be a bluff. It could also be something they mean. You understand? So you wouldn't want to, because this is money. This is your money. So I wouldn't want to be caught there. So why not wait to follow the rule of trading that says learn to buy low? And if you look at it on my H4 time frame, you can see the dollar is not entirely strong this morning. That is why, Euro USD is currently taking advantage of that and trying to, push up a little. And you can see this candle. If this candle closes bearish, then you can look forward to entering a short sell, a short sell, a short sell. So if it closes bearish, that would be a short sell. But that's for my H4 traders. But for a buy, wait for it to fall down to here. If it can fall here, then you can enter a clear buy. Or you can set a buy limit. You know what a buy limit order is? That is a pending order. You're expecting that it's always below current market price. You're expecting that price should fall first and return back up. So it's like a trap in the market. So on my H4 time frame, on my H1 time frame, what do you see? You can see it has currently formed a bearish. I told you that going into this morning, the dollar has not been entirely strong. Looking at the fact that for a large part of yesterday, the dollar was strong, even though the news did not come out very strong. The ISM manufacturing PMI and the Jerome Powell speak did not, completely drive the market the way, traders were expecting. But, other currencies are taking advantage of that weakness and, they are pushing the market to their favor. So this is a bearish engulfing candle on my H1 time frame. Scalpers can take advantage of this. This candle is going to close in the next 32 minutes. If it closes bearish, you can enter a sell and then close your trade before it gets to this support. If not, this support zone might possibly push it back up. So I'm looking forward to entering a sell if this candle closes bearish. That is the strategy of waiting. For H1, this is on my H1 time frame. If this candle closes bearish, this new candle, if it closes bearish, then you can enter a sell, take your profits before it gets to what? The quote support. Do you understand? But if you are looking forward, for me, I'm a 1 hour trader, like a day trader. So I'm also looking forward to, the rule of trading also says learn to enter a buy after a breakout and retest. Come and see it. Let me show you that again. I think I said that before. Enter a buy trade after a breakout. Something should break outside the resistance and come to retest the resistance that will turn to a support. Do you understand that? A resistance is something that resists price from going up. So if price can break outside the resistance and come, if it breaks the resistance will turn to a support. Not just a support, but a quote support, because it was just a recently broken resistance. So enter a buy when price breaks a resistance and comes to retest a resistance. Do you see that? So I want you to take note of these rules of trading. I think I've been mentioning a couple of rules this morning. I don't know. So I'm looking forward to entering a buy. It has fulfilled the principle of the trend is bullish. Do you see that? The trend is bullish. Suzuki came out to speak this morning, which has given strength to the Japanese yen and is going bearish. But the rule says learn to enter a buy on an uptrend when price break outside. You can see this was a resistance before. Price was able to break beyond it. If it can come back and retest this resistance, and I see a red and a green candlestick, bullish reversal candlesticks like bullish engulfing, hammer, what do you call it? Morning star. These are beautiful candlesticks. 3 white soldiers. What do you call it? So many reversal candlesticks. So you all can hear me. I believe everyone can hear me. I want to believe that everyone can hear me. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Silva. So I'm waiting for price to fall down. So price was been able to break beyond the resistance. If it can come down here and I see something like a red and a green candlesticks, I need you to, maybe I need to show you one of that. So look at something like this. Something like this, something like this, a red and a green candlestick, but this does not completely engulf it. I need a clear red and something like this. This is like a partial, partial bullish engulfing, a red and a green candlestick around that new support, the resistance that was recently broken. If it can come down here and form that candle, then we enter a buy. Then we enter a buy. Then we can exit our buy anywhere above. So I'm looking forward to a buy limit here too. A buy limit, or you wait for the candle to form around there. So this is the possible zones where I'm looking forward to entering my buy limit. Or okay, let me use this. I said this yesterday that profit in this market is not made from, profit in the market is not made from entering a buy or a sell. It is made from waiting. So I need to see that kind of candlestick, something like this. It breaks above, come to retest, and I see that candlestick. I'm in for a buy and I'm exiting my buy. Anyway, you can put your take profits, but ensure that you try to be a little bit conservative, because Suzuki's statement is not just a mere statement. He is the finance minister in Japan and he's in for big business. That is that for USD JPY. Let's see. Okay, scalpers. You can see USD JPY is currently going down. USD JPY is currently going down. Scalpers would have taken advantage of this. This is more like an evening star. So scalpers don't stay long in the market. They enter the market 15, 20 minutes. They don't want to see maybe 2,000 or 100 naira or 1,000 naira negative. But a clear trader is a 1 hour trader. He understands the market and he can analyze properly. Scalpers are not pure analysts. So I'm waiting for, if you can see that same zone I marked on my 1 hour time frame is also a very, very valid zone on my 15 minutes time frame. You can see somewhere around there. Anywhere around there, I see a clear bullish engulfing candlestick, something like this. I'm going for a clear buy. So scalpers can take advantage of the instant sell, but remember that there is a verified support here. You can enter your instant sell. Ensure you exit your trade before it gets to the verified support. You understand what I mean? So let's go to AUD USD, or you wait and set your buy limits around there, or you also wait for a clear confirmation candle around this zone. Clear confirmation candle around this zone. Then you can enter your buy. AUD USD, learn to take your profit before the next week resistance. There's a weak resistance here. So let me put that there. You can see that there's a weak resistance around that point. So you can enter when you see a bullish engulfing or a clear bullish reversal candlestick around that zone. AUD USD, we move to AUD USD quickly. Somebody is dropping a question. Okay. UK 100. Okay, good. Somebody is saying good. Okay, let's finish AUD USD and then we'll go to gold. We'll go to gold. So whenever you're analyzing like this, ensure you shrink your chart very well. So you'll be able to see the chart clearly. AUD USD, if you look at it very well, you'll notice something. Let me try to shrink it very well. This is actually on my daily time frame. For a large part, you notice that AUD USD has been, this was since this is on a daily time frame. The general trend has actually been bearish because right from the 6th of June, since June, ever since it hits this verified resistance on my daily time frame, it has been slumping down. It has been going down. Went down, came to break below a support, went to retest the support, turned resistant, and it has been going down. So on my daily time frame, it has been on a bearish run. It has been on a bearish run largely. And looking at it again on my H4 time frame. But you need to be very careful even though you are entering a sell now, because on my daily time frame, AUD/USD is currently getting close to an untested, a weak support on my daily time frame. I hope you can see it. On my daily time frame, it is currently approaching a weak support region, and this weak support region has rejected price in October 2022. October 2022. October 2022. So AUD/USD was rejected around this zone. So you don't want to enter a sell and close your eyes. No, you need to keep your eyes peeled on AUD/USD. On my daily time frame is showing me that, young man, don't just enter a sell, open your eye. On my H4 time frame, to a very large part, it has been ranging around this zone since on the 13th of August, ranging. When it goes up, it goes down, goes up and goes down, goes up and goes down. So for me to enter a clear sell, I need to be very careful, because on my daily, there's a weak support there. So I just need to take advantage of the ranging. For those who love ranging, trading within a range, I love breakouts. If I'm to trade this particular instrument, I would have waited for it to break below this support region, this weak support, because this weak support, if I do a line there, you notice something. That weak support that verified support on my H4 is a weak support, or you can see it's a very sensitive zone on my D1. Do you see that? So I don't want to be caught there, because it has been ranging. If you ask me, I would say stay away from AUD/USD. How am I even doing AUD/USD this morning? So if you are to trade this particular instrument, it's better you just do limit order, or you take advantage of, you see a bullish reversal candlestick, enter buy, a bearish reversal candlestick, enter sell. So I'm waiting for this candle to close maybe bullish, and I see a bullish confirmation, I enter a buy. If not, to trade comfortably, wait for a breakout. Yes, wait for a breakout. You can see that's been ranging. That's been ranging. That's been ranging. So if you ask me, my currency for today is Euro/USD and USD/JPY. Somebody said I should go to gold. My colleague is going to take US100 gold. What do you see? Somebody says he loves this indicator. What he's seeing is giving him joy. So this is gold. This is gold. This is gold on my H4 time frame. Do you see that? This is gold on my H4 time frame. This is gold on my H4 time frame. On my H4 time frame, ever since it formed this bearish engulfing, you can see this particular indicator, we'll call it a bearish cross. A bearish cross, a bearish engulfing, it has been going down. This is a lovely indicator that automatically tells you that, oh, this candlestick is a VIP indicator. It's a VIP indicator. It's called index price action. So it formed a bearish engulfing candlestick or a bearish cross around here, and a clear confirmation we went down. It's just going down. But I need to be very careful. I need to wait for this, my beautiful indicator, to just show me maybe something like bullish engulfing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like for me, bullish engulfing that. Sam, young man, this gold has fallen to a sensitive region. Remember the rule you said for trading that learn to buy at a support. Learn to buy at a support. So gold is currently enter a buy when price is on a support. Enter a buy when price is on a support. As is on a support, so you need to wait for a bullish confirmation for non-aggressive trader. Aggressive trader don't do all that. They wait, they enter it, they make the money within few minutes. They make the money and they leave the market. You know, it is when you don't have money, you stay in the market forever. If you have good money, one candlestick can give you #1 million or #2 million. Yes, with good lot size. But if you don't have money, you say, oh, let's just keep going. I'm currently on 2,000. Can't I make 5,000? Do you understand what I'm saying? So what am I saying? Gold is currently on a support. Maybe I'll wait for this my indicator to show me my confirmation, like write a bullish engulfing candlestick. Then I'll enter a buy. But bear in mind that the general trend is bearish. Do you understand? It has been bearish. It has been bearish. Though this bearish move is too steepy for me. It's too, it's too steepy. So it has been bearish. So even though you want to enter somebody that want to enter a clear sell now, a clear sell trade, we'll do this. We'll wait for something like this to happen. Let me show you what I'm waiting for it to happen. I'll show you that rule. I'll show you that rule. This is a green. Good, green. Do you see that? I'll wait for it to buy. Bearing in mind that the general trend is bearish. Then you wait for something like this. Trend properties. Let me see. Yes, trend properties. Good. Good. So a conservative trader or a clear analyst will say the rule of trading says I should learn to do what? Enter a sell. Do you see that? Enter a sell in a downtrend. You understand? After a breakout and retest of the support turned resistant. Come and see that rule. After a breakout and retest of the support turned resistant. Somebody will say, what's the meaning of that now? What's the meaning of what this guy just said? I'll show you. An instrument broke below a support. Do you see that? On my H4 time, this for long-term trader, broke below a support. It will come back and retest. Then I'll enter a sell. So it's not a matter of me giving you where you should enter. No. You should learn to analyze yourself. It has broken below a support. It will still come back to retest this support and I enter a sell. So the support has turned to a turncoat resistance. Do you see that? So that is for my H4 traders. You can see, that's what I'm saying. But gold is currently on a verified support. If that candle closes bullish, then you enter a buy. Okay, on my H4 time frame, it has clearly shown. We didn't see it then. It has shown a clear bullish piercing candlestick. So you can enter a buy, but don't stay too long. Don't stay too long. Bear in mind that it is favorable to enter a sell on a downtrend because this is just a pullback, like a retracement. So let me see possible zones. Let me take away this my indicator. It's too. But I like the fact that I've seen a bullish piercing line. My colleague is going to take US 100 now. Okay, you can also take advantage of the quick buy. You can take advantage of the instant buy. Let me just enter a quick buy. Though I didn't see it on time. But if you don't have much fund in your account, it means that you need to learn to wait for price to rise to around this zone. Then you enter your sell. You need to wait for price to rise to this point. Then you enter your sell because it can be ranging around. This is a very good zone for me to enter my sell here. It's better even try to be conservative. It's better. So I'm looking forward to a sell around this zone, a sell around this zone. If it can rise to this point, then I enter a sell, then exit somewhere around there. I'll exit somewhere around there. So I'm looking forward to a sell around here. If it can rise to this point, and I'm looking forward to exiting anywhere around here. So somebody is asking a question. Please be calling the entry price. No, it's not a matter of calling entry price. You need to understand why. You need to understand why. So okay, let me say my sell is around. Hey, I'm looking forward to a sell around 1853.79. 1853.79. 1853.79. And I'm looking forward to exiting my trade anywhere before the next untested support. Anywhere before the untested support. I believe you understand me. Somebody is asking a question. Somebody is asking a question. So what other instruments? So okay, what other instrument do we have in mind? I'm not say please, I'm not seeing your chart. Okay, let me try to zoom very well. You should see it now. You should see my chart now. So this is the zone where I'm looking forward to entering my sell. If it can rise up to here, a clear sell. It follows the rule of trading. Enter a sell after a breakout of a support and a retest of the support. So my colleague is going to take the indices. We've been able to see the currencies and gold. So my colleague is going to take over from here. Just hold on a sec so he can continue with indices and the rest.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. I believe you can all hear me. Good morning, everyone. I believe you can all hear me now. Sorry for that. I believe it's a network issue. All right. Thank you very much. Good morning once again. We appreciate
morning market review, and hopefully we are going to give you the best outlook into the markets this morning. And I believe my colleague has done justice to the currency and the instruments he has talked about. So briefly, because of our time, I believe that we can quickly talk about one or two instruments before we move ahead. I want us to know something, that we cannot talk about all the instruments, okay? We cannot talk about all instruments, I mean. So please, let's try as much as possible to keep that in mind. We cannot talk about all the instruments or all the pairs in the market. So first off, let me start with one commodity. I'll pick one or two indices, and then we'll call it a day. And then I'll quickly respond to your questions. Okay, so quickly, let's go to the oil WTI. Oil WTI. Oil WTI. I believe we all know what oil WTI is. That's Oil West Texas Index. Okay. Okay, can you hear me now? Yeah, I believe you can all hear me now. Oil WTI. Now, my colleague had talked about the Forex factory, and then that's I intend to continue from there. Today it's going to be, let me say, should I use the word, a rather busy day, okay? Because we have by 3 o'clock JOLT opening, okay? A very, very important data to be released today in the afternoon. So quickly, let's talk about oil WTI. All right, so let me share my screen with you so that you'll be able to see me. Okay, I thought I was okay. I will increase my volume again. Sorry, it's cold where I am. That's the reason why. But don't worry, I'm going to increase my volume now. Oil WTI, okay?
Yeah. So let me share my screen with you so that you'll be able to see what I'm talking about here. Oil WTI. So oil WTI is West, like I said, is West Texas Index oil for the US session. I mean, for the US, and then that's what I'm going to talk about right now. So as of yesterday, I've actually I've been looking at the instrument since yesterday, and then I intend to share it with you now. Okay. All right. So I believe you can see my screen now. I believe you can all see my screen now, please. Okay. So if you look at oil WTI on let's start from 4 hours or from daily time frame, preferably let's start from 4 hours. Oil WTI is presently on a very important support, or let me use the word zone, a very important zone right now. That's where oil WTI is, an important zone. And then we have to keep in mind that that zone is has once been a resistance, and then since I think since the middle of September, that zone has been acting as a support consistently. So right now you can see that this morning price actually got to that place and then is testing that support. Now you see that the candlesticks that is forming around that zone is more like a tweezer bottom, okay? And a tweezer bottom is actually a reversal candlestick. So you can see that I'm actually on 4 hours, and then I'm expecting that the price of oil WTI from that zone should move up. Okay, presently you can see that oil WTI is attempting to be to continue a bullish, to return to a bullish move. And I'm actually, if you are a long-term trader, or if you're the kind of trader that can leave trade for a long period of time, I'm actually expecting that the price of oil WTI should climb up to the zone of $91.30 per barrel. And if you look at that zone, it's a zone actually, okay, so I'm not giving a precise point. That zone, I'm actually looking at price climbing up to that place. If I am to use my Fibonacci retracements, which I just draw up, which I just impute on my chart, you can see that you see the previous high. I'm not talking about the high on I'm not talking about the high on 20th of September. I'm talking about the one on the high that was formed around that September, first week in September. Okay, that is 19th of September. So I'm expecting that the price of oil WTI will reach there. And that means that I'm looking at a possible shoulder edge shoulder pattern for me, a possible, underline the word possible. I'm not saying 100% yet, but if, as it is now, the price of oil WTI is rising from the level of 88.3, where price is presently now, upward, and is attempting to get to the price level of $91 per barrel. So if peradventure we see a bullish movement for a long term, you can leave your trade up to that zone, to the zone of $91 per barrel zone. You can leave it for a long period of time. That might take a couple of days, maybe like 3 days, depending on the volume of volatility in the market. But I'm actually expecting that the price of oil WTI will continue to be bullish for the remainder part of the couple of days that we have. And if price gets to that zone, that is the resistance zone there, then I'll be expecting that price from that zone, that's 91.80, will come down. Okay, so that's basically my outlook on oil WTI. So if you ask me, am I saying you should enter an instant order or not? What I'm saying is, yes, I'm expecting us that we can enter an instant order, which I'm going to do right away, as you can see on my screen too. Okay, so I'm going to enter a buy with a minimal lot size of 0.01. I'm going to enter a buy with a minimal lot size of 0.01, and then I'm just going to have my exit points and my entry points. Okay, so if you want to be more conservative, all you can do is you wait for this candlestick that is forming on 4 hour, which will close by 12 o'clock to form as a bullish candle for you to enter. But the reason why I'm entering with 0.01 is I want to limit my exposure to risk. And then if I see that the candle that is forming presently happens to form as a bullish candle, then definitely I will most definitely increase my lot size to a higher lot size. That's how my take on oil WTI is. So if you have any question on that, please kindly drop it in the comment chat, and then we'll talk about that. Let's talk about, somebody mentioned DE30. I hope that if you're trading DE30, you know that DE30 is actually a very, very heavy instrument out there. So if you have less than 100,000 naira, even 200,000 naira in your account, except if you know exactly what you're doing, I will not suggest that you trade DE30. Okay, so but if you have a reasonable amount of money, because I can tell you DE30 can actually give you a reasonable amount of money, just few pips movement, and then you can actually take the best out of DE30. So please, if you want to trade DE30, just try as much as possible to, yes, US oil. It is US oil. Okay, so just try as much as possible to get your account funded so that you will have enough capital in your account to fund. On DE30, okay. Now on this DE30, obviously I'm looking at a buy. In fact, I'll be giving us an instant buy. Okay, and I will tell you reasons why I'm giving you an instant buy. A temporary buy, I'm not expecting it to be very long. Let me just plot out one or two things to explain to you why I said an instant buy is what I'm looking at for. Okay, so I'm going to put an instant buy there, and then okay. So on DE30, like I said, instant buy, you can enter an instant buy now, okay? Instant buy, and then I'll give you the reasons why I said we should enter an instant buy. Instant buy on DE30. Please make sure you have a reasonable amount of money in your account. And I beg you, if you want to trade it and you think you don't have a reasonable amount of money in your account, you can quickly get in touch with your account manager, because this DE30 will give you small money today. I believe that. An instant buy on DE30. Okay, I'm just going to enter with 0.01 as well. An instant buy on DE30. Okay, and then a temporary buy, of course, and I will definitely be looking for my take profits, just a few pips. You can see I enter with 0.01, and it's a very, very beautiful move, I'm telling you. Okay, so now the reason why we are entering a buy on DE30, is because number one, DE30 has been on a beautiful support zone, and that's number one. And number two, TP for oil, really, TP, I will suggest that TP and stop loss should be with your discretion, okay? TP and stop loss should be with your discretion, okay? And some people might just decide to close their trade. So far they are comfortable with the amount of money that they already have being put out. See, if take for example, if I'm the kind of person that feels G3, I can easily just close my D30 that are enough of this 1,000 naira plus that I'm saying. It's okay for me. I don't want to have more than this. Another person can be risk comfortable. That's you can enter your trade for a long period of time. Okay, so it depends on you. Okay, so sorry, I'm not just going. Well, what I'm going to tell you is just try as much as possible not to be greedy. Okay, just few amount of, just small naira is okay for you to have, and then you can move on with your other activities. So now the reason why I said we should be on the DE30, okay, number one, I said support. Number two, if you look at my 1 hour, the last, let me say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth candle is actually a hammer, and after that hammer candlestick, we saw a nice bullish candlestick, which signify or solidify our stand on a buy. So definitely everybody that knows candlestick or price action will agree with me that a hammer is a beautiful reversal candlestick. So far it fits other criteria, which is support being found at a support and waiting for a confirmation candlestick, which we have seen on DE30 this morning. And also a pattern I'm seeing right now on DE30 is I'm seeing an harmonic pattern, a bullish harmonic pattern. All right, which is also a buy signal. So that's the reason why I gave us a buy on DE30. Okay, please note that DE30 is very volatile. Okay, so please don't be greedy in your accounts this morning. I think I've talked about two instruments. Why small naira? I'm just using the word small naira. Okay, you can You can decide to have beginner as well, depending on your lot size. You know, I use 0.01 and I was in 1,000 plus. Someone might have used 0.1 or 1 lot size, depending on our card size. And then me that I had 1,000 naira then, the other person is having 100,000 naira, and it's okay for him or her. So that's why I said just a few pips in the market, okay, and then you can call it a day, okay, depending on your decision. Tell us the general one. I don't know the general one. I don't understand what you mean by general one. Okay, so I'm sorry, like I said at the beginning of this session, that we cannot attend to all the instruments here. Just take the ones that we've talked about. Of course, not everyone, and then we can call it a day. So let me answer 1 or 2 questions because before I close for the day, because we are past our schedule time already. Okay, so please, if you have any other question, kindly drop it. And then we have by 10 o'clock, we have our morning class for new beginners or for traders, people who are just new to this market. If you're just getting to know about this market and then you want to learn more, you don't want to rely solely on the trades your account manager will be sending to you, and you want to be you want to be able to analyze the market yourself at your own pace, please kindly join our 10 o'clock class, which will be in the morning by 10 o'clock. If you don't have the link, don't worry, the link will be sent to this chat box after this session. Okay, yes, the link, you can join our Telegram group. As a matter of fact, I will implore us that we should join our Telegram group. The reason why is because all these activities that we are having, these links are being sent there. Okay, so you just go to the link. You don't have to be asking that was the link to join the morning class. Please just make sure you join it. And then I can tell you the job opening data that we are having this afternoon is very, very important. Okay, it moves the market. So try as much as possible. If you don't have a reasonable amount of money in your account, to fund your account. Okay, even with as low as 50,000 naira, 100,000 naira, 200,000 naira, you can top up your account with that. Okay, and if you don't have any money in your account at all, at least start with a reasonable sum of, like, let's say for starters, 100,000 naira is better. But if you don't have up to that, you can as well start with something like 70,000 naira. It's for you to know what you're doing, because if you are still on demo and you're on demo for a long period of time, I'm telling you, you will not know how to trade. Okay, every money that you are seeing on your demo is just for your pleasure, and it's not for your spending. So try as much as possible to fund your account. Get in touch with your account manager, and we have our offices in Abuja, Lagos, Ibadan, and Port Harcourt. So if you want to reach out to us, get in touch with your account manager and they will send you the address. If there are no other questions I have to attend to, thank you as well. I'll call it a day. I believe that this trades that we're giving us will give us a reasonable amount of money for us to start our day. I wish you a great day. And then I think I can easily decide to, I believe the 2 trades that we are on are in profit already. Okay, you can see my D30 is already in 2,000 naira. Our whole WTI is close to 1,000 naira. So that's how the markets move. Okay, so I wish you all a productive day and a beautiful morning. Thank you. Bye.